What?
You have a Postulio. Like a hell of a Postulio. I need to pop that shit before you see this guy tonight.
I know you think you're cute. Where's the Buc-ee's on you?
Hey everyone, welcome to So Married to Geek. I am Gavin, and this is my husband Phil. And every now and then we're going to do an episode called My Random Thoughts, because when I'm unengaged, my mind likes to think. And we've been on the road for a little while.
Thinking quotes, I'm not going to use my bad finger.
Fuck you, bitch. And we're out here in like northwest Texas, and it's just flat as fuck. Like, there's no hills, there's no trees. And we were at the Dr. Pepper Museum. They were the big display about the giant tornado that hit Central Texas and destroyed like all of Waco. And that was like in the 50s. And I'm sitting here as I was thinking about that, looking at all this territory. I was like, whenever you see these like tornado alleys, these tornadoes, it's always on like giant flatlands like this. I mean, look around, y'all. It's all flat. Is it because tornadoes are lazy and places that have like hills and stuff are like stairmasters for tornadoes and they just don't fucking like to have to move? Is it just easier for them to go in a straight line instead of, oh, let me get up this hill, we go down this hill, we go up this hill, we like, is there some sort of science behind lazy tornadoes not liking stairmaster territory?
I'm fairly certain there's a scientific explanation. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't even know what to say other than I'm pretty sure it's not a stairmaster.
But that's what it's like. So there has to be some sort of science that the tornado's like does not like having to work out to go, because nobody really likes walking upstairs or uphill, let's face it. It sucks. But a tornado's like, yeah, that's why it comes here, because it just is like, I'm going to hold up in this cloud for a little while. I see some flat-ass territory over there with some cows, some farmhouses. Let me just go over there. Doesn't have tall buildings to fight, doesn't have hills to go up and down, doesn't have uneven terrain. It's just flat-ass fucking cows everywhere.
See, you go weird directions with your random thoughts, like especially that one. I look around like Jarrell, Texas. For y'all not from Texas, there's a city called Jarrell. Jarrell's called Tornado Alley because if a tornado touches down anywhere in the area, it's probably gonna hit Jarrell. My big question is, why do people stay? Why do they still live there? If you know you're living in a place that is prone to tornadoes coming and ripping shit up, you could go somewhere else. Like, your feet are not nailed to the ground there. Like, that's the part. That's where I wonder.
Well, there's two simple answers for that.
I don't wonder about the laziness of the tornado.
One, either they are just thrill seekers who like it, or two, they're drama queens. They want to be able to be displaced to be put in their family's house to be like, oh, poor me, my poor dog flew away in a tornado. Like, I mean, it has to be super cheap to live there because insurance is going to be so high. But like you said, Jarrell, which isn't that far from Austin, is flat. It's because that motherfucking tornado looks at Austin and goes, there's a lot of hills there, there's a river and tall buildings. Looks at Round Rock, yeah, there's some hills there too. I'm just going to plop my ass right here in Jarrell.
And it always fucks it up if there's a tornado.
But yeah, it's people live there. I mean, most of it's because they lived there their whole life. Like that movie Twister, where the old lady was living in the town. Like, I would live in that town a fucking long time ago.
I never
loved that movie. What?
I never saw it. I think I went on a theme park ride about it, but I never saw it.
We're gonna have to watch it because the ending is so ridiculously not plausible.
Do I really need to watch it?
Yes, Twister is a badass movie.
Y'all, he makes me watch lots of movies where he says I need to watch them, and then when it's over, I was like, now why did I need to watch this?
Because it was badass, that's why. What? Like what? What did you think was a badass?
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers is a motherfucking classic, bitch. That movie is so B-movie level awesome.
Sharknado.
Well, Sharknado was meant to be bad.
Thanksgiving.
Don't you fucking trash Thanksgiving because you like that movie.
No.
That is a Thanksgiving tradition in our house, is Thanksgiving. You're going to watch a puppet demon turkey kill teenagers every year. We'll watch Dutch, and then we'll watch Thanksgiving.
One of those makes perfect sense, and the other makes no sense whatsoever.
What else? We did like Santa Jaws. That was really fun. You were finding some of these bad movies, so you can't put them all on me. You're the one who found Santa Jaws. He ain't got nothing to say right now. You see that?
I'm trying to... You've made me watch so much crazy shit over the years. What's that one holiday movie you liked where all the old men have their dicks hanging out?
That's what he gets from Rare Exports.
Yeah, that one.
Of course, after our episode a couple episodes ago where you were just fascinated with underage peeing, now you're going to remember old man peeing.
I'm not fascinated by underage peeing. As a kid, I like to look around and see other naked kids. As a grown-up, I like to see my husband's dick.
Grown-up, yeah.
I like to see my husband's dick. I don't want to see a bunch of old-ass men walking around with their balls touching the ground and their dicks hanging out. But that's what I remember from Rare Exports.
I love Rare Exports. If you haven't watched it, it's a foreign Christmas movie. It's fucking amazing. It's one of those slightly horror ones like Krampus. But, yeah, there's some real fucking badass scenes in this movie. Anyways, yeah, no, I make you watch good movies, bitch. So we will watch Twister, and then you're gonna like it till the end. You're like, okay, they just fucking lost it for me. I guarantee you, that's what you're gonna do.
You made me watch Deep Blue, whatever, that shark movie.
There's nothing wrong with Deep Blue Sea. Deep Blue Sea 2, there's something very wrong with. And we haven't even watched 3 because I won't watch 3 after they burned me on 2 because I actually bought 2 because I loved 1 so much. And the only good part of 2 was the voyeuristic shark staring through the porthole at the woman getting undressed or something. Like, it was just fucking weird.
What else? I know there's some... You know what movie you made me watch that I'm probably going to get a lot of flack from a lot of your fans about?
Oh, shit. I know where he's going with this one.
The Fist of the North Star.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting.
I didn't know what... I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
You're watching an apocalyptic tale about a man who can punch you and make your body explode.
And then...
so much blood.
That Tokyo Horror...
Police.
Whatever.
Tokyo, like, yeah, I love those really fucking gory body horror Japanese movies like Robo Geisha, Tokyo Horror Police, Midnight Meatball Machine, Frankenstein Girl versus, I think it was Dracula Girl.
Now I'm terrified. What movie did you think I was going to say?
Nightmare Before Christmas. Because he hates that movie, y'all. It was this close to us breaking up.
Yeah, but I mean, that one, at least I understand why people watch it. I just don't like it. There's some shit I'm like, why did they make this in the first place? And you watched it voluntarily.
We don't talk bad about Nightmare Before Christmas in this house.
I just said it is not my cup of tea. But I don't like claymation. And I don't like musicals. And it's a combination of the two.
The musician doesn't like musicals. Go figure.
It is not even the same thing, y'all.
It is the same thing.
No, that's like being like, well, he's an artist, but he doesn't like every single type of art there is. I'm a musician, but I don't like musicals because, number one, when was the last time a group of people broke out into song and was that choreographed in the real world?
They were called flash mobs.
Number two, and thank God that's over with and people have stopped doing that shit. Number two, I don't need you to sing dialogue to me. You don't have to sing, oh my God, what have I done? You can just say it, and I get the same effect from it. I get the same effect from it. You don't have to sing it to me. And number three, I'm sorry, but I don't think people in musicals sing as well as everybody else does. They all have the exact same voice.
Oh, no, bitch.
They all have the same voice. They're all
bitch.
taught by the same person to sing, so they all sound exactly the same.
Y'all see what the fuck I have to put up with?
That's just how it is for me. They all sound, every vocal singer, to me, everybody who sings on Broadway, everybody who sings in musicals, they all have the same voice. They all have the same vibrato, the same tone, the same style. I know y'all all worship Idina Menzel, and yes, she can sing her ass off.
I'm cutting him off right here so you guys can't see him anymore. You don't talk bad about Idina Menzel.
I'm not talking about her. I just said she can sing her ass off. But every other person who sings musicals can sing the same way. They all sing the same way. That's just my take on it, my opinion. And remember, this is coming from someone who can't sing a note to save his life. So don't take what I say with a grain of salt, y'all. This is the crazy town I was telling you about.
We're apparently coming up on Crazy Christian Town, where we want to do our colored hair, and we should be playing demon music and low riding through town just to see what the crazy old ladies do.
No, because I already saw a cop sitting on the side.
But don't believe this motherfucker when he says he doesn't sing. He sings. Because the other day, he pulled a what? You were singing Lion King. You were singing Be Prepared. By yourself, without any prompting.
No. What I was trying to say was I'm a horrible singer. So my opinion...
No. You were still good singing. And I purposely messed up a lyric to see what he would do. So don't believe his ass. He's like, oh, he's such a Disney princess. He sings. No, this motherfucker's just been holding it in for years.
There are some Disney movies that are classics and songs that are classics where everyone knows all the words. You messed that one up on purpose. But you could sing a whole lot of other Disney songs and I'd have no fucking idea. You could replace them with Big Frida lyrics and I wouldn't know that you weren't singing Disney songs. I don't know. Nothing for, like, Princess and the Frog, I couldn't tell you a single song on the soundtrack. Couldn't tell you. Little Mermaid, I know part of your world.
Motherfucker, you bet I sing enough goddamn Little Mermaid if you know all those goddamn songs.
I know the part where she's singing about her treasures and part of your world, and I know the Ursula song, and that's it.
Everybody knows Under the Sea.
I don't know the words to Under the Sea. I know of it. I know it's a song. I don't know the words to Under the Sea. What else? If there were songs in Lady and the Tramp, I have no idea. If there were songs...
was the racist Chinese song.
Oh yeah, I remember I remember the racist cats, but I don't know the words of the song.
We are Siamese, if you please.
Yeah, that...
We are Siamese, if you don't please.
I don't remember. Were there songs in Sleeping Beauty? Like, I love that movie, but I don't remember the music. I don't remember songs.
Once Upon a Dream?
Okay, I mean, I should remember that one, I guess, but I don't.
That's your fucking movie, dude.
I love that movie. Doesn't mean I remember that song.
I know you. We've met before.
Yeah.
Once upon a dream.
And Lana Del Rey did a great job of it. Or Lana Del Rey.
So yeah, tornadoes to singing Disney movies. We hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of So I Married a Geek on our road trip. Stay tuned for new segments every day as I decide to release them. And what's probably how we'll do it is just release segments every day for you guys, because a lot of things happen. Like, a lot of things happen on this road trip, and this is only half of it. I can't imagine what we're going to talk about tomorrow, because we still have to talk about why we're on a road trip. So
yeah, it's going to be a fun story.
It's going to be hilarious because he pulled a kid.
I did not pull a kid.
We will talk about that when we get to the motherfucking hotel, which, by the way, we had to call to check in. She's like, when will you be here? I'm like, we're about an hour away. So 5:30, like, we'll be there. We booked the fucking hotel room.
That's what confused me. It was like, I reserved the hotel. I've already booked this place. Why are you calling to verify I'm coming?
We need to know when we have to get
you're charging me.
Orgy of monkeys out of the room before you get here, because, you know, we do double book rooms.
For real. It really did feel like there's a happy ending massage going on in there. Are you going to be done on time? Like, what's the deal? I've already reserved it. Why do you need to know when I'm going to get there?
And I wonder if Phil remembers my weirdness with hotel rooms. This will be hilarious. Because we've only ever stayed in one hotel room together. That was on our honeymoon.
Oh, I don't know if I remember his weirdness with hotels.
I'm weird when it comes to hotels. So yeah, that'll be our next episode. We'll get to the hotel. We'll talk about why we're in Fort Worth, what we're doing. I may do some videos, maybe where we're going to go and see what happens. But